Hi everyone, welcome back to Elva Shack Star. I forgot my Isis bracelet. I'm going to do something different this time. I did a meditation, a very deep, powerful meditation um, on information to do this reading. So this is going to be a little different. I drew cards from my deck, the Isis Oracle, which is my personal deck. I think you can see it. This is it. It's a very powerful deck. And 3 cards came out. And so it's Sekhmet and her sister Isis. And it talked about initiation, which is Isis. So this is initiation. And then her sister Sekhmet came out. And this is the Dark Mysteries, because she dives into the shadow side. So this is Sekhmet. And it talked about rituals and some exercises for you to do that can help you along your journey for empowerment, releasing the dark side, and also diving in deep into the shadow sides of yourself that maybe you haven't even peeked at yet. So I also have the moon, the sleeping moon, which was painted by a very good friend of mine. She painted this for me. And it's called the flower moon. So we have the flower moon. And then I have my carnelian. This is for the energy of Sekhmet, which is the sacral chakra. And it's also for grounding as well, to keep us grounded as we dive into our shadowy side. I also have the green emerald, green jade. This is jade. This is for Isis. It's a little bit lighter and to Earth, Gaia, nature. And then for balance between the two, I have this rough cut rose quartz for unconditional love, protection, balancing. So, okay. For the first initiation ritual that we'll do, if you have one, to grab a compact mirror, because you will be doing looking at yourself in the mirror if you'd like to join me with this ritual. It's very powerful and it's so healing. So you can pause the video and grab your mirror, and I will do these guided rituals for you. The first one we're going to do is the Dark Mysteries. Enter the chamber of the Dark Goddess Sekhmet. And I also have this orchid here, our little orchid. I don't know if you can see it. See? And then I also, from nature, I have a pine cone for grounding. And okay, so just to let you know what I got going on here, and I also, to keep me grounded, because this is very powerful energy, so to keep me grounded in this space so I don't go too far out there, I have my Lemurian crystal. So this thing's so powerful. Okay, so here we go. And I have my Isis bracelet, and I have my Sekhmet bracelet, which is tiger's eye, black tourmaline, and hematite for grounding protection as we dive deep into these shadows. So first we will do the ritual with Sekhmet. So enter the chamber of the dark goddess Sekhmet. The dark goddess calls you to her inner chamber where she holds a test and a gift for you. The test is your willingness to meet and release the fears within that have been secretly holding you back. The gift is freedom, peace, opportunity, and prosperity in all its forms. Will you accept her call? Your time for deeper initiation is here. In this ritual, you can do it anytime. It also helps us along our journey to deepen the meaning of the journey and to broaden our awareness of this new journey that we're on, that we're stepping into. So, are you ready? Okay, here we go. Let's dive in. When the dark goddess calls you, it is a life-changing experience. It is not always easy, but the rewards for those brave enough to answer her call and enter her inner chamber are tremendous indeed, which is all of you. Okay, here we go. The rewards are a life lived more fearlessly, the gift of loving and being just who you are in truth, without having to impress or bow to another out of fear of rejection. It is a more open and expansive way to live, and it attracts the bounty of the Dark Mother Sekhmet, her gifts of love, opportunity, peace, and prosperity, well-being, and wisdom. It takes a strong soul to go through this test and into the liberation it delivers, but you are ready. Dear initiate of light, the dark goddess calls you to initiation when you've been working on your own shadow, bringing your whole self to light. During such times, we often need help as shadow work can be uncomfortable, painful, or just quite difficult to undertake as we are working with unconscious material, trying to bring it into light of our conscious awareness. Working with the shadow, the parts of us that we have deemed unlovable, or the parts that seem too marvelous to actually be us, requires courage. The dark goddess will call you when your own shadow needs healing and integration, when something within is holding you back, when instead, if acknowledged and brought into the light of awareness, it could actually help you move forward. Often the shadow element that needs integration with the dark goddess Sekhmet is present, is power in some form or other. It may be personal power, spiritual power, or your relationship to power that needs to change for you to blossom and for life and its gifts to manifest more abundantly in your life. Becoming more powerful does not necessarily mean gaining more force. More often for advanced souls, it actually means surrendering our will into alignment with greater forces of divine will, allowing us to consciously participate in the flow of life, sensing the signs and nudges that lead us towards our greatest manifestation of soul in this lifetime. Often when we are reclaiming our power and defining for ourselves what it is to be powerful, we are confronted with fears of loss, failure, abandonment, and rejection. It can be painful at times, but accepting and releasing the pain brings such deep relief and happiness to the self. It is good to confront these fears with a loving and firm approach and be open to taking risks in growing anyway. This is what Sekhmet, as the dark goddess, teaches us. Not to be afraid to go into the dark places and the difficult feelings within. They may seem ugly at first, yet if we allow ourselves to go there with some conscious awareness in place, we can realize that these parts of us just need love and acceptance. And those parts that we once revealed often blossom and turn into our greatest assets in a more conscious, helpful version of themselves. We need radical trust to do this inner work and take her initiation. The dark goddess Sekhmet will support and nurture you through her tests as she guides you to receive the gift of more of yourself. No longer shackled in fear and hidden away, but ready to be in the world with brightness and vigor. Okay, here we go. Entering the inner chamber of the Dark Goddess. It is best to do this ritual either at night or in a room where you can pull down blinds and curtains and create a darkened physical space in which to rest. It doesn't have to be pitch black, but limited lighting will support your ritual process. You will need a small mirror, which we have right here, and enough light to be able to just see your reflection. And you can use my voice if you'd like and watch this video and just have your mirror with a darker light and use me as your guide if that works better for you. So are you ready? Okay, here we go. Got your mirror. And any crystals that you may have on you, you can either place them on any chakras on your body, any parts in your body that may start getting some strong sensations as we activate these shadowy sides. If you feel any emotions, release these emotions. Just let your body react without any expectations or control, micromanaging. Just let your body be. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Let's go, Sekhmet. Sit or lay quietly in a position that is comfortable, where you can be released but still alert. Falling asleep can be quite healing, but the intention at least is to be responsive in this ritual healing process in a conscious state. Sitting quietly, take your awareness into your heart and feel the warmth and love there. Say out loud, I open in unconditional love to my whole self and ask for healing, grace, and protection from those divine energies that love me unconditionally. Lightly hold the mirror and gaze at your reflection. Be comfortable and allow yourself to soften your gaze, but really seek to look within your own eyes from a place of love. You deserve this without question. Say to yourself in the mirror, you can use my voice as well if you want, I love you enough to meet the parts of you that have been hidden away in fear, shame, guilt, or anger. I am not afraid of you. I am sorry for any time I have pulled back from you in fear. I am here with you now, and I love you completely. I want you to feel whole and loved. You deserve to feel whole and loved. Will you let me love you in this way, with the help of the goddess Sekhmet? Place the mirror down, close your eyes, going into your heart and listening for an answer. If you do not feel a yes within, then use the incantation listed below instead and come back to the ritual again and again over the coming days and weeks until you do receive a yes from within your own being. Be patient, trusting, and honest. When you are ready, the healing will happen far more quickly than if you were to try and make it happen before you are ready. If you do feel a yes from within you, then continue the ritual. If you are continuing the ritual, say aloud 3 times, I call forth the dark goddess Sekhmet in her form of unconditional love, compassion, healing, and support for my own spiritual growth now. I choose to enter your inner chamber for healing now. I call forth the dark goddess Sekhmet in her form of unconditional love, compassion, healing, and support for my own spiritual growth now. I choose to enter your inner chamber for healing now. I call forth the dark goddess Sekhmet in her form of unconditional love, compassion, healing, and support for my own spiritual growth now. I choose to enter your inner chamber for healing now. With your eyes closed, be aware of her presence in whatever way feels right for you, whether you just barely sense it or if it is very obvious to you. No matter how strongly you can recognize her presence, she will be with you in the most suitable way for you at that moment. Perceive that you are going within your heart into a dark and open space. Within that space, there is a doorway that leads into the inner chamber of the dark goddess Sekhmet. Imagine, sense, or feel yourself stepping through the doorway and into the inner chamber. It is barely visible, but you can feel your way inside. Rest one hand on your heart, and with the other hand, pick up the mirror again, holding it up to gaze softly at yourself, deep into your eyes again, and say, I love you. Please show me the parts of me that need to be brought to light now. Soften your gaze. Let your free hand rest on your heart as you look deep into your own eyes. Just notice, without fear or judgment, whatever you may feel. Think, or however you may respond to this loving attention. You may feel anger, shame, sadness, doubt, or deep grief. You may feel a flash of hatred, or deep fear, or anxiety. You may have many thoughts trying to distract you from really seeing yourself. All these responses, any response, is fine. Keep your hand on your heart, stay calm, and breathe. You don't have to understand. Just stay with your heart and be loving enough of yourself that you allow whatever surfaces to surface without believing it, disbelieving it, analyzing it, or resisting it. Just experience it and then be in your heart again. When you are ready, gaze deeply into your own eyes in the mirror and say, I love all parts of me. I let go of shame, guilt, rage, fear, or anger that would hold me back now. I release trapped energy now that will help me move forward into wholeness. Through the unconditional love of the dark goddess Sekhmet. When you are ready, put down the mirror, close your eyes again. Perceive, sense, or intend that you are moving further into the inner chamber of the dark goddess Sekhmet now, descending deeper than you ever thought you could go. It becomes so dark you have no sense if there is endless space or not much space at all. It is just pure darkness, but it feels neutral and peaceful. Then you see a light. This light is beautiful and filled with love. Capture it into your hands and place it in your heart. Feel the warmth filling your heart as your awareness now returns completely to your physical body. When you are ready, just open your eyes. Excellent. Now we will do the ritual saying, the incantation. Are you ready? Here we go. The incantation of the dark goddess, Sekhmet. This incantation can be repeated several times, gaining speed as you get used to the words. You can also write this down, and then you can have it on you and repeat it. Feel the energy in the words as you speak aloud. You can add it to the end of the ritual above, or if it is not the right time for you to complete the ritual, or you just choose a shorter healing process, you can use it on its own at any time. So you can write this down as I say this ritual. It's like a mantra, a chanting. And you can write it down, put it in your pocket, keep it in your purse, keep it next to your bed. And at any time, if you feel another energy come in that's not welcoming, or just you feel unease or you need protection, you can just pull this piece of paper out with the writing on it and repeat it. Okay, here we go. It is most effective if you take one moment to be in your heart, perhaps even placing your hand on your heart when repeating this incantation. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Sublime Isis. Oops, sorry, wrong one. Sublime Sekhmet, dark and sweet. Through you, my hidden self, I meet. I honor this self and accept. No longer do I fear, shame, or reject. You gift me with myself complete. Sublime Sekhmet, dark and sweet. So mote it be. Okay, well done. Yay. Now to balance this out, we are going to call upon her sister, Sex. She is part of that energy. She let that one slip out of my mouth. She has a very strong sexual energy, not the physical part, but just the essence of the energy itself, which is coming out right now. I can feel it. Woo! So to balance this out, we will now do the ritual for her sister, Isis. And this is the initiation. So this is Isis, beautiful Isis. Thank you, Isis, for being here with your sister, Sekhmet. And let me get to this beautiful sister. If I can find her, here we go. Okay. Now, we don't need the mirror anymore, so we can put the mirror away. And again, you can use my voice as a guide if you'd like to, as you watch this video. It's best to do both sisters together when you do these rituals for balance, to keep you centered, not just to do one or the other. It's best to do both together to keep you balanced, to keep you centered. Okay, ready? Here we go. When you are being spiritually initiated into the mysteries of light, love, and power, there are moments of deep challenge. The key is to find the light within the challenge, the learning, growth, or wisdom that can be summoned to turn the challenge into an opportunity for healing. While the scorching heat of Ra seeks to burn through any resistance, the Lady Isis, with compassion and cleverness, will protect you from burning and instead enable you to be nourished and grow from the light of Ra. Let Isis help you pass the test of intense growth as you thrive with new life. Okay, here we go. For advanced aspirants on the path, initiation will occur at various stages. Sometimes your entire life will feel like an initiation. At other times, specific areas will be flowing easily, while others are deeply challenging. This oracle comes as confirmation that you are not needlessly suffering. If you can find the light within the struggles, tests, or challenges that face you now, you will experience breakthrough healing. It is the almost unbearable solar fire of Ra that can cleanse the soul of wounds, and the love, compassion, and intelligence of Isis that can temper the heat of Ra and stop it from burning and drying you out, or else you would be left with nothing but emptiness, anger, bitterness, and despair in your heart. These are not meant to be the outcomes of life's challenges. Rather than losing love and hope through the challenges of life, the initiate understands all aspects of life are growth opportunities in various states of disguise, waiting to be discovered. As an initiate, this oracle urges you to honor life as a gift and treat any challenge or pressure as a way for you to grow in a brighter and purer light, capable of great spiritual service on this planet. That spiritual service includes growing an ability to be able to love freely and beyond limits, to love with courage and with faith. In fact, initiation for you now, dear one, is an opening to new levels of power and peace, self-possession, and love. There are such sweet fruits waiting for you at the top of that tree you are currently climbing. It may seem as though you are in barren land at times with little hope, nourishment, or encouragement, yet your spiritual oasis is not far away. The Lady Isis and the power of Ra together are helping you grow. Stay focused on the Lady and her love for you, and you shall pass through the desert of initiation unharmed and deeply transformed. I just got chills. Okay, here we go. Here goes the ritual. Are you ready? Here we go. Ritual of initiation with Ra and Our Lady Isis. Rest quietly in a space where you will not be disturbed and close your eyes. Become aware of a quiet, dark space within your heart that is peaceful and vast. Allow your awareness to travel within until you are aware of a light in the distance, far, far away. Travel towards the light and become aware of a great sun, shining so powerfully that you kept traveling towards it. It would surely incinerate you. Despite the great sun's intensity, you feel drawn to its light and power, and you sense a divine presence within it, ancient and powerful. Suddenly you feel a sweet coolness, like a breeze fanning over you. You sense the wings of the Lady Isis around you, offering you protection and assistance. Feel her loving gaze and the protective, cool barrier she creates between you and the powerful energy of the great sun using her wings. She holds out a large, sacred golden plate before you, and upon that sacred plate you may place any struggle, question, issue, or concern that you are ready to surrender to the divine wisdom of the great central sun, knowing it has the power to consume and destroy any human issue with its great heat and nuclear power. Using your mind, you easily place any issue, thought, feeling, or concern that you are ready to release now on that sacred plate. Just imagine or intend to let it fire out of your mind onto the plate held by the Lady Isis. Once you have sent all that you wish to release to this sacred plate, the Lady Isis winks at you, takes the plate in one arm, and then powerfully hurls it like a great golden discus right into the belly of the sun, where it is gobbled up and burns away effortlessly. Feel the lightness of your being as this release is completed. Allow the Lady Isis to guide your awareness back to your body and your heart by feeling her carrying you on the breeze of her divine wings until your awareness fully enters in through the crown of your head and sits gently in your heart, and then in your entire body. Hear her whisper blessings of peace and reassurance to you from deep within. When you are ready, just open your eyes. Very well done. Now, last but not least, here is the mantra to speak, that you can use this at any time. You can write this down on a piece of paper, so you can have the mantra from Sekhmet and the mantra from Isis. You can even write it on the same paper. Put Sekhmet with her mantra that we just did prior to this, and then you can write Isis mantra right next to it. So you can do both, and you can be balanced in the middle and in the center. So are you ready? Okay, here we go. You can say this incantation to finish the ritual above, or as an independent practice to assist you during times of intense initiation when you need help to stay true to your path, because it is difficult not to believe that everything is just going wrong. Are you ready? Okay, get your pen and paper. Here we go. Winged Mother protects me from the fiercest light, shelters me in cool sanctuary of her wings in flight, wraps me in safety of her compassion and peace. As with trust, the portal of initiation I reach. I pass through the portal with trust complete. I now successfully attain this feat. So mote it be. Excellent. So now the final initiation. This is the center and balance between the fire and the Isis, haha. The fire is Sekhmet. This ritual card is to balance between the two, and it is called Past Life, Present Power, with the hourglass. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Okay, last but not least, I hope you're still with me. This is very powerful, so you'll be feeling a lot of emotions at this time. What we're doing is we're loosening up all those demons, all that darkness, all that shadowy work that we can work on right now in this present moment at this time. So it's almost like when you detox your body through herbal teas. Maybe this is something you can do after this video. Each time you can use this video, you can use some herbal teas, do some kind of cleanse. Make sure when you do this cleanse, use some milk thistle. Milk thistle is an excellent healing herb. It supports the liver and the kidneys. So as you use other herbal teas, I use herbal teas because it's the most natural, kind of easier on the body to detox. It's a lighter detox, so you don't overpower your liver and your kidneys. So find an herbal tea, or those of you that already know your herbs, know your herbal teas, do a detox, a light detox version. Some use echinacea. Some can use, there's some, it's not coming to me right now. Pau de Arco. There's, that's a much stronger one. But you each know your bodies. For those of you that don't, you can do research on it. Start out light, and then you can go heavier. But I always, a word of advice and from my own experience, I always make sure that I use milk thistle in there as well for to just overall balance and to really support my liver and kidneys. Because what happens is as you do these detoxes, it loosens up all the toxins in your body. You may start to feel like you have the flu, you have a cold, but it's the body releasing these toxins. You can get a runny nose, a sore throat, you'll get all nasally, you may feel nausea, you may get diarrhea, but it's just your body. You may get sweats, hot flashes, night sweats, but it's just your body releasing it. So just flow with it and let your body do what it knows how to do it. Not to get fearful or panic, but just allow your body that natural process. And drink lots of water. Another one is coconut milk as well. So, and for those of you that already know the process, just follow your process, and it would really be beneficial to do this process after this video. So, okay, here we go. Past life, present power. This is the initiation. When the soul is growing in service to humanity, in service to the great feminines, the sisters, Sekhmet and Isis, call that all beings be healed and free. It gathers internal resources to assist on the path. These resources include powers and gifts from other lifetimes. You are currently integrating past life abilities, and you are guided by the oracle of past life present power to be open to shifting internally and in your experience of your own levels of power and spiritual ability. Talents, abilities, and powers wish to be restored to you now from past incarnations. This will help your path. You will often be able to recognize this because you will feel some instant fascination or deep interest for a culture, philosophy, heritage, or even place on earth or beyond, which is deeply compelling. This is your intuitive recognition that a part of your soul connected with this passionate interest is being drawn into integration. At such times, there can be emotions, feelings, and even phobias or fears that temporarily arise. You may even find your taste for food and clothing and your sleep or other habits change quickly and noticeably for a time. These can all be signs that a past life energy is being integrated. Once it is digested into your current incarnation, you will feel more like yourself again, but in an expanded and more whole way. You will just feel like you are more of yourself, more stable, more full, and more at home in your own being. It is a lovely state of being to enjoy, which makes any ups and downs in the integration process more bearable. This oracle brings specific guidance that some of these past gifts from other incarnations are associated with ancient Egypt and civilizations connected with ancient Egypt, earthly and beyond, including some star civilizations such as Sirius and the, I always say this wrong, and the Pleiades. Look for the symbols, books, crystals, or colors that interest you and pay attention to your dreams. If it is helpful to be conscious of any issues around past life skills returning to you now, you will become aware of them so that they can be acknowledged, accepted, and released. Often then integration is occurring. People who have been connected to you in such lifetimes become a more prominent part of your life. It is possible that they will remain thus, or that as the integration happens and you continue to grow, some of those relationships will fall away as you have completed the karmic healing and integration of the energies associated with that past life, distilled the golden gift, and are ready to move on. This may take weeks, months, or in some cases, years. The ritual below will, however, facilitate the process with some more efficiency, but you must trust in your timing for such matters, as your own soul is guiding the process and knows exactly what it is doing. To enable this soul awakening to occur, purification and time to assimilate the healing is recommended now. You can accomplish this through rest, time in nature, prayer that your power be exercised with love and mercy, and a willingness to be guided by the Divine Mother, Lady Isis, and her sister Sekhmet, who loves you unconditionally. Use the prayer of past life present power below and the healing ritual whenever you intuitively feel you need it. Also know that as wonderful as it sounds to retrieve past life power and ability, it is not always without challenge. We often need to be willing to be fluid in our understanding and experience of ourselves. We need to be open to reframing our idea of ourselves as more spiritually connected, more powerful, and more responsible for our light on this earth. That can be confronting at times. We often have to let go of any fear or disappointment we suffered in the relevant past life before the gift can be restored to us in a useful way in this lifetime. You can rest assured that anything you need to know in order to heal will come to your awareness. You may or may not see the whole picture, and if you do not, then it isn't necessary for healing. We are always given more than enough to be able to heal. It is just a matter of being attentive and aware of what is happening right before us in this present moment in our lives, and realizing that if we follow any pain, we will find what needs healing. Then the gift hidden within the pain can be released. The oracle of past life present power indicates that the gift found in our healing will be past life talents and abilities. As with all spiritual instruction contained in this oracle as a whole, the Lady Isis and her sister Sekhmet will watch over you and assist with the process once you ask them in unconditional love. Okay, this is the ritual for past life present power. Are you ready? Here we go. Close your eyes and visualize or sense a wheel-like structure like the Wheel of Fortune in the traditional tarot, with many spokes, like the wheel of a bicycle, but made out of light. Imagine that you are at the center of the wheel where all the spokes meet. There is a vast circle of light that forms the outer section of the wheel, and this represents the boundaries of your soul. The light around the outside grows bright and luminous gold until it begins to overflow, flowing as pure light along the spokes of the wheel, sending light into the center. From your peaceful position at the center of the wheel, you notice that certain spokes are beginning to glow more strongly than others. Allow yourself to open your heart and receive the light from these spokes of the wheel, representing different lifetimes, flowing as golden light into the center of the wheel. Rest with this and say aloud, I now call back to me through unconditional love and grace all past life skill and ability that can assist me in my high destiny. I pray for mercy and compassion as I grow in wisdom and ability. Help me now, beloved Isis and Sekhmet, who loves me unconditionally, to experience this process easily and exercise its effects with love and mercy of my own free will. So mote it be. The light from the spokes glows strong and flows to you in the center, into your heart as pure golden light. You will receive the perfect amount of light that will feel and feed your soul. You may feel a lot of sensation or not much at all, and either is just fine. Just allow your process to be as it is and know it is happening. Finally, see, sense, or feel the entire wheel filled with light, turning and flowing in its own natural way, with you at the center, feeling the vastness of you. When you are ready, just open your eyes. Very well done. Okay, now to the mantra. Prayer of past life, present power. You can also write this mantra down with the Sekhmet mantra and her sister Isis mantra, and write this as well, and it will bring a complete cycle of healing and will bring complete centerness and balance where you're at and as you move forward from this moment on after this video. Okay, here we go. This is the mantra for prayer of past life, present power. Here we go. Get your pen and paper. Here we go. I call back to me through unconditional love and grace the past life energy that fills this situation and place. Let my past and present life ability help me reach my highest destiny. I call for clarity, insight, and peace. A place of empowerment I now reach. So mote it be. We did it. Thank you so much for joining me through this. And I hope you've had the patience. And I really hope this helps you along your journey. Please hit the like button below if you resonated with this video. Please subscribe if you'd like to continue to watch more of my videos. I upload a video each week. And that's it. We're done. So peace, prosperity, light, and love. I love you guys. And I send you out into this place we call life. Spread the love, spread the light, and spread the integrity. Thank you so much, everybody. I love you so much, and thank you for watching my video. Please come back to Elva Shack Star. Enjoy the rest of your day.